Meanwhile, back to the war that we just chose to lose. Horrifying images out of Afghanistan come with a brutal warning of the dangers women may now face under Taliban rule.
Scary. One Afghan woman who runs a national non-government organization there telling Fox News, we are seeing everything we have built so hard, piece by piece, being lost in Afghanistan. Our 20 years of gains and hard work vanished overnight. Afghans, especially women, will face a very new world, a world of fear, destruction, misery, and endless pain.
And our next guest broke barriers for women in the global war on terror. Senator Joni Ernst is the first female combat vet elected to the Senate, and she joins us now. Good morning, Senator.
Yeah, good morning, Ainsley. Thank you.
Thank you for being here and for your service. The Wall Street Journal profiled some Afghan women, and these are some of the comments the women made. Today, I am afraid to show my photos. I'm hiding myself. I had my liberty. I had my freedom. We went to the gym, to restaurants. Everything has changed in a week. Another female student says, a week ago, we were planning on how to study and work, but now everyone's scared to death. Our dreams are gone. Their dreams were shattered overnight. What's your reaction?
Well, I feel the same way. The gains that were made by women in Afghanistan were significant, and they were able to go to school, to obtain leadership positions in their communities. And all of that is being stripped away. And even worse than losing the opportunity for education and for leadership is that now they will be forced back into their homes, forced under Taliban rule. They will be at the mercy of these brutal, brutal people that have taken over the country of Afghanistan.
Sure. Senator, after watching General Austin, General Milley, and the president yesterday, what is your takeaway? Because I think all three of them should be ashamed of themselves and their explanation or lack thereof.
Well, I am so disappointed in President Joe Biden. And one thing that has been lacking amidst so many other things is the fact that he has yet to fully thank the men and women that have served in the global war on terrorism. I noticed that you have done that quite well in thanking the men and women that have protected our homeland for 20 years. And Joe Biden is a disgrace not to thank these men and women that have protected us. What we see going on in Afghanistan, it was preventable. This has been a hasty and haphazard withdrawal.
He says it wasn't. He says it wasn't preventable. And those people falling out of planes, well, that was so 4 days ago.
Yes. And you know what, Brian? You see it. I see it. The nation sees it. This was preventable. We don't understand why we allowed Bagram Airfield to go, why we didn't remove our civilians, those Afghan interpreters, before we withdrew our military forces. All of this was preventable, whether Joe Biden wants to acknowledge that or not. I see it, you see it, the nation sees it.
And the nation is looking at these graphic images. And Senator, you know, there's so much frustration because over the last 20 years, our investment there, we never thought we were going to lose. And now here we are, and we pulled out, and it's just descending into complete chaos as we look at more of these images. You know, one of the biggest problems is, and the president last night on ABC said that they've got something like 65,000 people who are in Afghanistan, Afghanis, who helped the U.S. government during the last 20 years. They're having a mad scramble to try to get out of the country. I'm sure as a member of Congress, your phone in your office is ringing off the hook. People here in the United States have somebody over there that needs to get out. How are members of Congress trying to help them get out? Because right now, it's almost impossible for somebody without a U.S. passport to get past the Taliban to get to the airport.
Steve, this is an epic failure by the leadership here in this nation to provide for safe passage for American citizens going into Kabul, as well as those that have assisted our United States military. My phone is blowing up, not only my office phone, but my personal phone, with other members of the military that are reaching out, trying to find some level of passage for the men that assisted them in Afghanistan. One that I was visiting with yesterday yesterday, his interpreter is on the perimeter of the airport but cannot get through the Taliban. He's tried multiple times and has been turned away. So we know that there are people eligible for SIVs that are not being allowed by the Taliban exit from the country. So yes, I know other members, whether it's Senator Tom Cotton, whether it is Congressman Jason Crow or Mike Waltz, all of us are receiving these same messages.
Yeah, even Democrats. Jimmy Panetta out of California, Democrat, is saying that this is not running as smoothly as he would like, because I understand the lawmakers, y'all only got one email and one phone number. Every single lawmaker is supposed to call that one number to help get your constituents that are trapped over there or their family members out. And that's uncalled for. People are saying that. Brian Mast said that's a death sentence.
Absolutely. And we're directing all of that to the State Department. And again, this is something we have worked on for months. I was at the White House April, May timeframe asking them to start processing these SIVs. We were trying to work with those national security advisors to the president, all to no avail.
And Senator, as you know, and we got to go to break, you're always told don't leave a man or woman behind, even if they've lost their lives. You'll risk your life to get back their bodies. We're leaving 15,000 Americans to fend for themselves in a war zone, and the General Secretary of Defense says can't do anything about it. Unacceptable. Senator, thanks so much.
Thank you.